Supervisor Ron Alberico.
I'm here.
Trustee Dean Morelli.
Here.
Trustee Barb Delaney. Here. Trustee Greg Bickus.
Here.
Trustee Karen Johnson. Here. Clerk Rumcheck is present. Highway Commissioner James Louch.
Here.
Assessor Mary Ann Williams is absent. Williamson is absent. Collector Sherry Williams. And our attorney Gary Mueller.
Present. All right, thank you, everybody. First, we'll start out with the road and bridge. The minutes from the previous meeting of August 11th, they should have it in their packet. I do need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Barb Delaney.
Second.
Second by Greg Bickus. Any questions on the minutes? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you. You have the bills of $74,625.94 this month. I do need a motion to pay the bills for the road and bridge.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion by Barb Delaney.
I'll second it.
Second by Karen Johnson. Any questions on the bills? Hearing none, we have a roll call, please.
Alberico.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
Delaney. Yes. Bickus.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Citizens wishing to address the board here tonight for the highway department. Seeing none, we'll move on to our highway commissioner's report.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, evening board. As we all know, in August we had a big storm with derecho, like it was called, come through, and it was the south end of Lockport that got hit the most, the Fairmont area. And we're continuing to clean up from that storm, even as of today. Appreciate all the patience the public displayed with us, trying to get to a long list of cleanup items, trees and whatnot. But we're continuing to clean up and finish up our summer project. That's all I have.
That's all you have, okay. Thank you. I do have, John, I'm sure you're aware, but I got a letter or an email I got this morning, and you may have gotten it too. I didn't have time to put it back from, again, Craig Horvath about a mattress in the road. It's been there for months, he says, and this is the first I saw it. Did you get a copy of this?
I did. I mean, I might have seen it, but I didn't have anything.
I guess it's clogging some of the drains in that area.
What was it?
Where was it?
Or what was it? Does it say?
It was a mattress.
I think it was, yeah, that was actually, yeah, that was kind of big.
Well, who's responsible for picking that up? Is that like on somebody's private property?
It really depends. If it's in the, culvert, I guess, 30 feet from the center of the line, I guess it should be probably. Do you want this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean, I know it was addressed, I know it was picked up, supposedly it was in the culvert,
Yeah,
which they said it was. So, I mean, it's, we have a lot of issues like that.
I know we did a good job with the referendum as far as doing garbage pickup. Jeff did not take care of all the flies that were in the area. There's still people that'll come in that area and dump. And all we can do is try to keep up with it.
Yep. I'm glad you bring it to our attention.
The other thing I wanted to bring up here tonight, in the highway department, I did receive copies of 2 letters. Pretty much, well, thanking you, telling you how good the highway department has been doing. Dear Mr. Lush, one day I called your office to see if there was anything you could do about preventing the mud from accumulating at the end of my driveway after rainfall. In spite of being told how busy you were, and I wanted to hear from you right away, but I did. The same day, and the same day the mud was removed. Plus, since then, no mud has, to speak of, has accumulated. I wanted to thank you for your part, for your prompt help. I very much appreciate it. And like that one, sent to me too as a copy. I don't know if you received that. You want to see it? And I also did receive one from the Lockport Township Highway Commissioner and Supervisor. Many thanks to you and your staff for the fine work they do for the residents of Auburn. More importantly, the timeliness of the approach to this kind of hard to read. They deserve our thanks. For the last 23 years that I've lived in Lockport Township, they are our first responders. Thank you sincerely, and I'm not going to give the name, I don't think it's good to give people's names, but we did receive 2 good letters. I have nothing else in highway unless someone has a question. Say what they want to.
Jim, I just said one thing, and I probably should ask it during the bill here. I see you had the building disinfected. Now, was that a one-time deal, or did you have something set up like on a weekly basis, or was it just a one-time deal?
It's a one-time deal, and supposedly good for up to 6 months.
Okay.
I think I'm going to pass this around. I'm going to read a paragraph, and then I'll pass it around, see if anybody wants it. So, Shield solution eliminates 99.9% of the bacteria and viruses and other microorganisms on every exposed surface in the building. In fact, our machine spray can continue to help protect the surfaces, eliminate germs up to 6 months or more after. It can continue to help protect the surfaces, eliminate germs. Leave using the antimicrobial endure system. With this system, you can eliminate germs that spread common illness, contagions on every workstation, floor covering, wall, desk, and every computer, keyboard, the most contaminated. EnviroShield has no adverse effects to the environment, staff, or visitors, and even wraps around surfaces to eliminate germs traditionally hard to reach areas. So, EnviroShield has been featured on local television outlets and nationally featured on ABC Good Morning America last year. The White Sox use them in their locker rooms, so we thought we'd give them a credit. And as pointed out, it's supposed to be good for 6 months. Now they say guaranteed, I don't know what guaranteed means. But, so we gave it a try.
And I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I do a motion.
Second.
Thank you, second, Greg. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you. Again, you have the minutes of the August 11th, 2020 meeting. I do need a motion to pass the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Barb Delaney,
Second.
second by Greg Tickler. Any questions of the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have. You have the approval to the bills of $4,822.85 each month. I do need a motion to pay the bills. I have a motion by Greg, second by Barb. Any questions of the bills tonight? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico,
Yes.
Delaney. Yes. Pickus,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Any citizens wishing to address the board here tonight for the general assistance? Seeing none, we'll go on to new business. I do have a statement in everybody's packet for the general assistance income qualifications for assistance. Lockport Township General Assistance Office will not calculate any of the stimulus money received to an applicant during the COVID outbreak. This includes but not limited to the stimulus checks received by those who qualify or the additional money received by unemployment compensation. There is no board action needed for this. I just wanted to state this so that it will be stated in the minutes for their reference. Other than that, in old business, we have the financial breakdown of the month. We had 2 new applications, and 2 applications were not returned. So basically, we have 2 people on general assistance right now for this month. I have no other business unless there's a question, you have. General assistance, we will take a motion to adjourn.
We had 2 applications this month. We spent $700 on office supplies. What office supplies are we buying that processes?
Most of that was toner for our copy machine. We go to general assistance and bought, I think, 5 toners, and we had to get a new printer. And the printer comes with a cartridge, a toner, and stuff. It has a little bit of so that's mostly toners. Any other questions? Hearing none, I take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Barb Delaney,
Second.
second by Craig. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on to our senior fund. Again, we have the minutes in your packet for the monthly meeting of August 11th, 2020. I do need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Barb,
Second.
second by Craig. Any questions for the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We have bills, monthly bills for $55,657.96. I do need a motion to pay the bill.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second it.
second by Mary Johnson. Any questions for the bill? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alberico,
Yes.
Pickus,
Yes.
Morelli,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Delaney. Yes.
Thank you. Any citizens wishing to address the board here tonight for the senior? Seeing none, I really have no new business. The only thing I do have really in senior tonight is our transportation report, which I've been trying to do every month. Things are going well as far as our bus service goes. We are keeping the buses down to a safe number of people on the bus at all times. The numbers are down as people are still a little bit afraid to use the service. As the numbers of positive cases begin to climb, we have moved about 370 passengers every month. So that's about all I have in seniors. Unless anybody has a question, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I did have a quick question before we adjourn. When the seniors call the township to ask for a ride for when they need that, do we keep track of where those individuals are going? Do the girls in the office?
We have a list of every ride and every passenger.
Okay. And right now, they're just being used for, when we take them just for doctor's appointments, dialysis, so on.
Right, if there's a law in it, and there, we know our passengers, our dispatcher has talked to them constantly, knows what their needs are, and what they're looking for. If there's a law and doctor's appointments, and she's aware of something that wants to go to the grocery store, she will put it in that law.
Okay.
And we can get it to the grocery store.
Okay.
So what, care, whatever, what we do it, medical, the doctor's appointments, and all that is first. Any other questions? Hearing none, I'll motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Barbara Lane,
Second.
second by Gerald Pickens. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Yeah, thank you. All right, next on we'll go on to the town fund. First, you have the minutes, again in the packet, you have the minutes of the August 11th, 2020 meeting. I do need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Barbara Delaney,
Second.
second by Greg. Any questions in the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, thank you. Again, we have in the minutes, we have the release of the executive session minutes of February 20th, 2020. I believe we have this reviewed by our attorney. And it's under his recommendation that we don't open the minutes at this point in time, so I would entertain a motion not to open the minutes at this time.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Barb, Delaney makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Second by Karen Johnson. Any questions?
What is the reason?
Do the employee issues that were
I'm
specified?
sorry, dear, I can't make it real great.
Do the employee issues that were specified, and refer to both of them.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, thank you very much. You have the bill of $120,656.08 this month in our account fund. Do you need a motion to pay the bill?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Barb Delaney,
I'll second it.
second by Karen Johnson. Any questions of the bill? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alrico,
Yes.
Delaney,
Yes.
Morelli,
Yes.
Dickus,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Again, as the water is under town now, we have the approval of the water bill of $2,108.96, I believe, this month. They have it written down by hand, so I'm sure that figure is correct. Yes, it is. I need a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Delaney.
I'll second it.
Any questions of those bills? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Alrico,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Morelli,
Yes.
Delaney,
Yes.
Dickus.
Yes.
Any citizens wishing to address the board Yes, please, just for the record, your name, you know, for the minutes.
So we're in here at 302 Riley Avenue, Lockport. I have a question regarding the water bill from. I was surprised back here in, we haven't had our monthly meeting since March. But after that big storm we just had, I was out in the community with some claim forms for comment. And I was surprised at how many people told me they hand delivered their refund claim forms back in March and April when they had been paid. So this amount here, this 2,108, you know how close we are to getting to the end of the payment period of the months? Because August 7th was the cutoff to turn in for the surcharge.
You know, you're stumping me a little bit here. We already passed the deadline for one, the surcharge or the
The
surety.
surcharge is August the 7th.
Okay, the surcharge. The surety is up until the end of the year. So we really can't, you know, we're still accepting applications for that until the end of the year. So we really can't determine how fast they're going to go out until we get it, obviously. The lady that takes care of it has given out all the easy ones to figure out. And she's been doing that month by month, trying to get it through it. She's been going through it. There are some that are complicated because of multi-home, you know, person owns 4 houses. You know, we'll bill a little bit on this one, he paid this one in full, he didn't pay that one in full, calculating what they owe and before we send out the cash to find out they still owe this money. So it's just calculation, time, so she's been working on it all the time.
So you're saying you think it could go to December before they all resolve?
Well, we have to keep it all open until December, obviously, because we said they have until December to send us in paperwork.
For sure, because the surcharge cut off August the 7th. And there are people that come in March.
Again, the surcharge, because of some paid 3 months, some paid 7 months, some paid, didn't pay the water bill, so, you know, it's all those calculations to figure out what they actually owe. And that's taking a little bit of time. To go through all the records and, you know, people that paid the surcharge every month, like Lockport, got their money back right away. People that didn't, some, you know, it's hard to figure out which one they did. You know, that's what's taking a little time.
Okay, and on a totally separate note, I wanted to say thank you, Ron, to you and Denise. After that big storm that hit on August the 10th, it really devastated Paramount. We had a lot of power outages. The minimum was 51 hours. There were people without power from Monday until Saturday. And you opened up the township offices. I came here, I had charge of my laptop, my power banks, my phone, everything. I even killed my battery at home trying to charge and stuff. So it helped me a great deal to be able to come here. And I know you said we could use it as a cooling center. And once I got here, I did send a notice. I don't know if anyone besides myself had it. But Ann was also very nice in the office. Because we needed the claim forms and she was willing to press on out for us. So thank you very much. Denise and I.
And that's what this township is supposed to do, is help people in a time of crisis and in a time of crisis. And we can only do what we can do. We can't help everybody. That's things like that. I do appreciate
Much
it.
appreciated. Thank you.
I appreciate you pointing it out to us. Thank you. We'll skip the assessment report. Mary Ann couldn't be here tonight. We'll go on to the clerk's report.
Thank you, Ron. So I have quite a few things in here. Can everybody hear me, or do I need to put this mask down? Early voting, the hours are, of course, extended. I gave you those hours last month. This is just kind of reiterating those hours. And I did want to mention, that I have on the report here for approval to use the community center and the reasons why I am asking this at this time. So first and foremost, I believe the services provided for our residents by our township should take priority especially during a pandemic, to ensure safety and comply with COVID-19 restrictions. I have attached a list of requirements from the county for early voting. It is very imperative that I follow these guidelines. The last general election, we processed 2,958 residents in a 2-week period. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you how many we will process this election, but that's kind of a good guideline to go by. This community center here is at 25 capacity. With the new restriction would be 37 people in this room at one time. 10 people social distancing from the entrance all the way to the front door. Sometimes there can be very long lines during early voting. I can never anticipate what the lines will be like from day to day. So 10 people in a line is really stretching it for early voting, just to have 10 people from this door to the front door. I need a person at the entrance to count people that come in, and one person at the entrance of the community center to control people voting. I need one person in my office to answer phones and etc., do the day-to-day business of the clerk's office. The voters will have to exit out of this door, enter that door, and exit out of this door to comply with the guidelines from the county. Non-compliant voters will be voting in the conference room. And by non-compliant voters, we mean those that, don't care to wear a mask. There are hookups in the community center that were put here when we renovated this building. They're right against that back wall in the event that we use this for early voting. Those are computer hookups that go directly through the internet, that goes directly through the county. There are no hookups in the hallway, and there was only one firewall that we use for the county computers. I have attached a diagram of the space needed for the community center use. And I also put the guidelines there from the county, and I highlighted a few of them just so you know that we have to locate the judge stations 6 feet apart or as far apart as possible. The voting booths need to be 6 feet apart, and we have about 6 of them, and maybe we may even have 10. We have to require foot traffic to be one directional. We have to identify a space for the employees to take breaks that allow for social distancing, and a separate waiting area for those who refuse to wear a protective face covering. During the day, the employees have to wipe down the election judge stations every time a voter leaves, and use commonly used surfaces with wipes that will be provided. They want us to make every attempt to politely encourage social distancing and limit crowding inside the polling place. This is why this place would be a perfect place to have early voting. If the polling place becomes crowded, we have to politely encourage voters at the end of the line to wait outside where they can practice social distancing. Thank you. So those are just some of the requirements that the county has given us. So I just wanted to give you that information before we go for a vote on that, because I do understand that this place has been used for other things, and I don't want to inconvenience anyone, but just want you to know the importance of early voting. Vote by mail applications are available in the Township Clerk's Office and the Will County Clerk's Office until October 29th for the general election. The Will County Clerk's Office will install 8 drop boxes across the county, including Lockport. The drop boxes offer another way to submit a completed vote by mail packet for anyone who has concerns about mail delivery. The drop box in Lockport will be located at the White Oak Library. There is a list on the county website and on my website of the other locations for drop boxes throughout the county. And I have to talk a little bit about the consolidated election that is going to be April 6, 2021. The offices up for election are township officials, supervisor, town clerk, assessor, highway commissioner, town collector, and 4 trustees. Municipalities, mayor, clerk, treasurer, council member, park district commissioner, White Oak Library, elementary and high school board members, Jolly Junior College, trustees, and fire protection district trustees. Packets for independent candidates are now available at the Lockport Township Clerk's office, and the address, room number, our phone number, 815-838-1031. Circulation for petition begins on Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. The filing period is December 14th through December 21st. The last day to file an objection is Tuesday, December 29th. I will again repeat all of that next month, but it's important that the packets for independent candidates that they know that. Community Service Council will be providing housing counseling at the Township Building from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in my conference room. This program will help people learn about the home buying process, establish a successful spending plan, and protect yourself as a landlord or tenant to avoid foreclosure. Appointments are required. Please call CSC at 815-886-5000 for an appointment. And that is all I have for today.
All right, thank you. Of course, I have to say my piece. I really hate to, I know how important early voting is in this community and to everybody, but I do have a lot of things. This building has been going strong, it's still being used all the time. We're going to have to cancel a lot of things to get this early voting in this room, and I understand that. The most important thing, though, I think, is I'm not sure if this decision should be made tonight by this board. This board is a board of trustees are in charge of, and that's what we're elected to do, with all financial situations and procedures of the building. We put in place a building committee to take care of what happens in this building. I think this really should go in front of the building committee. Just the ultimate, I mean, that's why we put that procedure in place. Am I correct in thinking that way?
Makes sense.
So I would like to put a board meeting together Thursday morning. Dean, if you can make it, I know you're on that committee.
Yeah, I think so.
And we'll make that decision, we'll look at all the things, and, you're probably right with all this information, so, but we should go
There
through the right
really is
procedure.
no other way for me to conduct early voting with these COVID restrictions.
I'm sorry.
There is really very difficult for me to perform early voting for our residents with the capacity that we have now, that we've been using. This room just makes sense, and I totally understand that bingo would be inconvenienced. I understand there's plays that are in here during that time. I was just asking that the board do this vote so that I could, have a concrete idea of how we're going to conduct this early voting. This room makes sense, and I don't want to inconvenience anybody. It's just, we are here to serve, to do a service to our residents, and I want to do that to the best of our ability. And that's why I
Like I
asked.
said, I really feel it should be done.
Well, I have a question, and I agree with both of your points, but I guess what I'm confused on is, then why does the board decide, like, when we wanted to have trunk or treat, using the room for that?
That was a new program.
Right.
How we do it, how we officially set it up, was really the building committee's decision, basically. We put it together and perform it. But the day-to-day operation, it's just like, I'll
How
tell you.
long is this time period that we got to give up for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Well, I mean, just my opinion, I don't think it's asking too much, 2 weeks, but.
No, I probably agree with it, and that's the way I probably will vote when the building committee does it. And I think it really should. The procedures are set to do that, if that way. And why do we have a building committee? Why do we go through the program and put a procedure in place if we're not gonna follow it.
Can I ask a question? When you put on the calendar, shred day, trunk and treat, Allegro coming in here, the youth group and bingo, do you vote on that as a building committee?
No, it's only when, situations come up that need to be voted on, things in different situations. Why
that's my
have a
point.
meeting, I guess the thing is, why have a meeting every month constantly if there's nothing to vote on at the time? It's just like, I'm on the, Will County Public Aid Committee. I haven't been to a Will County Public Aid meeting in 5 years because there's never been an issue. Now, if an issue comes up, I call a meeting, and we have the meeting, we make the decision.
And when's the last building meeting you had?
What's that?
Have you had a building meeting?
Nope, there hasn't been a real reason to at this
We'll see,
point.
then we'll take it and have a meeting.
But I think, why do we have a procedure if we're not going to follow it? This is the procedure. So I'm just saying, let's have a meeting Thursday morning, we'll talk, we'll sit together, and we'll, make the decisions.
I have a question.
Sure.
If we don't, use this room, how would she manage to do it?
Well, that's what we'll have to look at. That's what the building committee, I think, is more apt to making the decision, because they're in the building every day. They see the flow, they see what's going on, they see, they've been through elections before, they've been through everything. We're trying to make a decision. The guys that are coming to the building one night a month, I don't know about it. You don't see the flow of the building, what's going on, and this and that, and the bingo, and this and that. I'm not saying the committee's going to turn you down. I'm actually thinking,
Can I
the more I
ask-
think about it, I'd like to do this.
Can I ask who's on the building
Sure.
committee?
I said,
Can I ask who is on the building committee?
myself, Dean, the maintenance department, and the building manager, Michelle.
So an employee, 3 employees, a trustee, and a
And
supervisor.
that's it.
Thank you.
Ron, can I just say a couple things?
Sure.
For one, I seem to recall that we had brought this issue up last election, I think. The clerk was asking to use this room, and I think we did take a vote on it at that time. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, I am on that committee, but I also would like to hear from the trustees as far as what they take on it. Just briefly, if they got any suggestions, I know part-time just said she thought.
I looked at the first layout. I understand we have to go by the CDC guidelines. I understand Ron's point that we've got a lot of things scheduled in here, but just, giving up for 2 weeks, I don't think it's that big of a sacrifice. That's just my opinion.
My opinion was it would be, if possible, to just take a quick look at if you could put some type of a screen up in the center and use half and half, but people with big O's can't have noise while people are voting either. So there's probably some other things that we could think of if I was, had to make a decision on this, but I think that, the voting is one of the key things that the clerk's office provides, and given the 2 weeks time frame, it might not be a bad idea to just suspend the other activities just for 2 weeks. I did have one other question for you, though, Denise. See that you're going to need additional staffing for, do you have that money approved in your budget as far as the?
I did up my part-time budget this year, not knowing we were going to have COVID restrictions, but knowing during a general election that there's a lot of high traffic.
Okay, so you have funds needed to run it seems like the hours are, you're running, even Friday,
Yes,
Saturdays and Sundays.
I did all the math, Greg, and I think I'll be right on the money and may need to transfer $1,000 at the end of the year.
Okay. Just wanted to check, make sure it's taken care of.
I will tell you this, and I'm not sure if the funding will be there or not. Will County, through the federal government, is giving a lot of money to to distribute amongst municipalities, townships, libraries, and all that for COVID-related expenditures. Where I believe every township is given $10,000. A lot of that will be taken up. I know we have to give the highway, that we have to split between the highway and the town. The highway will get some of that. Maybe some of it will be used for, I don't know about personnel. We have to look at the stipulations. I know a lot of it is going to go to the spreading of the building that we do every week. We can write that off, we can pay for that. The screening that we do for all our offices will go into that also. So there is some money.
I did have to order some barriers, so some plexiglass screens. So between the voter and the employee, we will be wearing face shields that the county is supplying.
Make sure we're aware of that so we can put it on the list, and if we don't go over the top, we can put that in.
Yes, I just ordered them, so I don't have an invoice yet.
Karen,
Yeah, I don't see how we can be compliant anywhere else but using this for the building, so we just have to see these other things, if we can do work in other places, the building, or the showroom, or whatever, but yeah, it's just.
Well, again, I think it should go to the building committee, and we'll do that Thursday morning, if everyone's okay with that. Will you be able to come to that meeting? I'd like to have you there and tell us exactly what you need. And like I don't know, I'll give you my feeling on that. I kind of agree with Greg, and I think there's probably some possibilities that we could split half the room. The bingo is not the heaviest thing on my mind. We could cancel that for 2 weeks. The plays are in the afternoon and evening. We could have them come in at 5 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. But I would like to be able to clean up and let them work and do their rehearsal after.
So remember, Ron, I extended the hours, so we're here the first week till 5 and the second week till 5.
That means instead of 4 o'clock, they'll come in at 5 o'clock. The second week is 5:30, I understand that. The first week is that the children are going to be practicing here. They can come in at 5 o'clock instead of 4. And the second week, the play comes in on, I believe it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They'll have to come in at 5:30 instead of 5 or 4, whatever they're going. And I would like to get them both working together. We can work together. Those are the decisions I'd like to make that building committee. The shredder day and the shots, the flu shots, I think we could probably pull that off at the same time too. Being that the shredder truck is outside, and maybe we could set up the flu shots driving through. We're talking with asphalt drugstore to do the shots driving through. So those are the things the committee will decide, and we'll make that decision on Thursday. That's the procedure that this board put in place. All right? Are they agree with you on that?
Well, I agree, Ron, but I know we kind of talked before this, that this was going to become an issue when I saw it on the agenda. And I've been trying to figure out, is it best to split the room? Is that possible? And I think, as you said, we meet with the maintenance guys and try to figure out how much space Denise does actually need. There is a chance. I always thought maybe for the 2 weeks, the park district might take the bingo back.
I don't know if they'll take it back or just cancel it.
Well, they won't because I contacted them. And they are not going to be able to accommodate the 2 weeks. So that kind of knocks that off. But as far as the plays, I have been trying to reach out to Allegro and also Lockport Home Youth. And it seems to me that a lot of these dates were set earlier in the year prior to this pandemic, and that they would have no issue pushing back. So when we talk Thursday, I think those two will be fine, like you said, the flu shot. So then the meeting with the triad meeting,
Have you talked to them?
Have you? Okay, because I tried to reach out to the office and I didn't get a call back, but, so really like the bingo is the main concern, and if we can fit it, fine. But I think once, if Michelle wants to talk to Angela, who I talked to, and Tim, I think they'll advise her that they don't have an issue. Because I think they're not totally aware of our capacity here. Like, they're not gonna put a play on when they can only have 37 people and 20 of them are in play.
You think the play works and I'm just Zoom, so
Okay.
that's what I thought that was.
Okay, well, I know Tim from Allegro did say that they possibly might need to set up, but then again, that would be up by the state.
And that's why I said, I think they could do that during the voting, we put the screen way at the back, but they're just working on the stage, and it'll be after hours. But that's the thing we should decide, that's what the building committee is about, and that's what we made, that's what we should do. So I'm gonna say, let's have a building committee Thursday morning, but, give me a half hour, get in there, 9:30, if you're going to get here, 9:30, okay? On Thursday morning. All right.
I got one. At the time of transition, when it's 5 o'clock and 5:30, I've noticed even when we have the board meetings, the children are coming in, we need to take special precautions to keep social distancing and separation in the building. That
I agree with
could
you.
be a corridor here that
We've never had Angela in the Lockport homeowner kids in the building practicing since the pandemic. We have had regular children in here doing their practicing, and I was very, very impressed with the all their masks the entire time. So we're pretty good. I can't say the same thing. That they have kids.
okay. Just
Yeah, no,
something to think about.
Believe me, guys, I'm the biggest person that believes this pandemic is a pandemic, and we have to do everything we can do to protect ourselves. I don't think this township should be part of the problem. We gotta be part of the solution. So I really believe we need to separate. We'll do this right. But I just want to do the right thing. And that's what I'm saying. Do it at the building community level.
So, I guess what I'm saying is, if the building committee doesn't feel that this is a good idea, where do we go from there?
Well, let's see what the building committee, I believe the building committee, we're gonna work with it. We're gonna try to do everything we can to get this building.
All right, thank you.
All right. Moving on. Are you done with your report?
I am done, thank you.
All right, thank you. Trustees, comments, and suggestions? I think so too. Okay, building report, we should have a building report, there's not a lot to it tonight. I will read it. The main issue of the building is keeping it safe for all those who enter. We have a building sanitized frequently, and our maintenance staff keep up in between. We have a new maintenance member, and she has proven to be very good at her job, and we welcome Dawn aboard. We've had the garage door apron fixed and the passport and the new benches out front. We have also had new touchless faucets installed in the bathrooms on the main floor. Things are going well with our seniors and bingo. As far as bingo is going in the building, social distancing and masks are required at all times and are being met. I will have to say bingo, the residents that play bingo, the rule was they have to wear masks all the time in the building until they're sitting down at their table 8 feet apart, and we put 2 people at an 8-foot table, so they're more than 6 feet apart, and we allowed them to take the mask off. That stopped 2 weeks ago when the pandemic, when the numbers are going up, so they wear masks while they're coming. So I do have to say, and they have been following the rule. I've been trying to watch them.
How many seniors are allowed in here?
They usually have about 25 in this room. get it back there, send it out, and do everything. We can make it do obviously. Okay, on that, that's building report. Under new business, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, I did have attended a Zoom meeting on Thursday, I believe it was, last week about Christensen Square. A meeting between myself and the Park District in the city of Lockport because of the pandemic. And what we're going to try to do for Christensen Square is not have it on that Saturday, or that, what we usually do, Friday or Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend. I believe what the city we talked about trying to do is do a virtual lighting of the tree on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And they have a path going through Central Square and all the trees that we usually have set up at lab spots, for the tree competition. We'll have those through there, and it's going to be open to the public all the way till the end of probably looking up December, about the 18th or something, the week before Christmas. So nobody will be there all at the same time. It's just, you come and you want to look at the trees and vote on the trees, and then we're going to close it up on December, I thought we said the 17th, which is a Thursday, which would give us the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th to deliver all those trees that we usually decorate are donated to needy families in the area, and we'll get those trees out that week to the families that need it. And that's tentative what we're thinking, just kind of, and we have that attitude of if the pandemic, the numbers go down, you can add some. And we can have Santa and Christmas. But we'll make that decision at a later time if the pandemic. And right now, it's just going to be a virtual walk through the all trees and everything. And we know, I believe got the newsletter, and we got a copy of that. This is, it's not been in the mailboxes yet, but it's going out. This is the final draft, it's going out. Probably by the end of the week. It came out with this here. The other next on the agenda is on the new business. I want to put together a workshop coming up in the next week or so. I want you guys to let me know what's good, what makes good for you. I don't know if anybody's going out of town, but we do have to have a workshop on payroll ordinance for our officials in the rebate resolution. I have ordinance on the agenda, but I'm not sure. Should have been rebate resolution, there'll be a resolution for the rebate. So hopefully, let me know if next week works, if everybody's going to be in town, we'll try to put one
I'm
together.
not going to be, but can I just do a call in? Can we do a call in for our meeting?
Yeah.
That, we never did really approve that.
We had a few meetings that people call in the past.
Karen called and they wanted.
Karen did. Karen wasn't a voting member at the time. I think we have a problem. We have to pass an ordinance, not a resolution or an ordinance to do that. Karen?
I thought the governor's executive order said that you could then do meetings by Zoom and other.
You know what, I guess I could, under that resolution, we could probably put it as a Zoom meeting,
Right.
maybe, and then maybe we could want to do that. Yeah, we gotta get through that. So I'm gonna try to do that, maybe next Thursday, if everybody don't know that.
Yeah, just let me know.
What is the date of that, Ron? You said the next-
I don't have, I didn't write down the date quite yet, I wanted to get everybody's feedback here tonight.
Thursday is the 17th.
That would be, 17th, I guess. 6:30,
That's 6:30.
here in this room, if that's okay.
Yeah, if you did the week of Zoom meeting, I'm fine.
And we'll set up a Zoom.
Are you gonna do this Zoom optional? Or is one person and everybody else?
Well, to do a Zoom,
Is it gonna be a meeting or a workshop?
it's a workshop. gonna make any votes. We're gonna decide what we want, and then put it to our ordinance, and pass it at the next meeting.
So maybe we can set up a computer for the person that's not going to be here.
You're talking to the wrong person, no, I'll be honest with you. You know, I've done the Zoom meetings where I'm here by myself and everything's gone. You know,
Well, you can still do the Zoom meeting with everybody else, but now they're only one.
but I think to really make it work, everybody here has to have some kind of a laptop or a phone or something, so you can see everything. You know what I mean? I think, like again, you're talking to the wrong person when it comes to technology. I'm, you know, old and,
Find out if you got time.
Yeah.
Let me know.
we'll set it up for next Thursday, and we'll try to get something.
Thursday might be bad for me as far as in person also.
Did you go to the Zoom?
Yeah, I think it would be, whatever. Like I said, we're not voting, if it's just something you gotta listen to or.
Yeah, no, what we gotta decide here is the ordinance, how we're gonna write the ordinance, and I'm gonna, Gary write the ordinance, and we have to pass it next month.
Right.
Has to be, and Denise, correct me if I'm wrong, it's 100 and so many days, 180 days before the
It's 150 days for township officials, except for the supervisor and assessor is 180 days before the consolidated election in April.
So we gotta get that next month.
Compensation has to be made.
And I also want to get a resolution passed for how we're gonna get this legal out. And so I'm asking, actually, I'll get into the next part, the request for proposal I have on there. I want to give you information on that. I've got Gary's gonna come to my office tomorrow morning, and we'll discuss putting a proposal together for our financial institutions that want to help us. Because I can't write 64,000 checks. I have to have a bank or some financial thing to help us go through this and send all those checks. I know the city of Crest Hill does it, but they have about 20,000 properties. Mumbles have about 20,000. We have Lockport has about 20,000 in our township. Plus the unincorporated comes about 10. Mary Ann's not here to verify this, but I think we have 64,000 houses. So we have to send out 54,000 checks. So I want to put a proposal together so we can have a bidding process and hire a company to do this for us.
And one of the issues is some lending institutions, when you have that many checks or whatever that you want to take out of an account, some of the local banks instead want to give like charge card or gift card thing, which under these circumstances may or may not be the best way to go, may or may not be helpful to our residents. Some residents would have no problem with those, would have an easy time spending based upon that. Others may not have as easy. So it's something else the board might want to consider is whether that institution, if they only give gift cards, perhaps that doesn't work out. If you have one that will do both, maybe that's better. If you have one that will do real checks that people are more accustomed to using, maybe that's the best way to go. Obviously, we don't care. It's a matter of whatever the board thinks is a better way to go for a resident.
And I'd like to get these proposals out and get it open before, obviously, before November 1st, because that's when the taxes are due this year because of the pandemic. And I want to get the checks out to people who are dependent. That's what's on the agenda for this week as far as Gary, you're still going to be able to make it tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. I will not be able to make the 17th at 6:30. That's the date that.
All right, and we'll be able to make that one.
Not the 17th at 6:30.
What I will do then is it'll be recorded. And obviously, I'll give you the instructions as to what the board wants in that ordinance. Under old business, the only thing I really have under there, and I think it's in the packet, I asked last month who wants to go to the Lockport Chamber of Commerce State of the City address. The only ones that really wanted to go was myself and Greg. Greg, I want to present this. And canceled it. And did cancel the actual, it's going to be a Zoom meeting. So you can watch it, and we're going to deliver a luncheon to your place of business, your house, or whatever. Only you to executive meeting. Relatively soon, because I think
Yeah, it's going on. I'll probably just take the meeting.
that's that kind of thing. Zoom it, and I can do it, I can do it.
Yeah,
So, just look good. I think it's in your pack.
it is.
Yeah. Get the information, let them know, and I'll let the team know what's going on, and where they're. That's to you anyway. All right, other than that, the only other thing is I do have a letter also to the board. This is the Lockport Township Board. I wish to thank you and your employees who do all the necessary services needed within the Lockport Township. I appreciate the work that they do in the flood control, branch pickup, senior services, and voting, and other important community communications. It is all because of we work together. To the employees and the board members, thank you sincerely again. So we are getting people thanking us for what we're doing. I appreciate that. I have nothing else tonight.
I think we probably should bring up the zoning case. We got this email to you today from the county,
Today,
or yesterday, or Friday, or one of those days.
is that the one at Material Service?
No, this is the one on Bruce Road where they're gonna put a veterinarian clinic. Did you get it, Jim?
I did, there's a hearing.
There's a
date
hearing
attached.
October 6th, so it's gonna be, I think,
Well,
before our next meeting.
I apologize, I didn't get the email, I didn't open it yet.
That's okay. The permit is for a veterinarian clinic is off of Bruce Road. Because it looks like it's like way back. There's a long driveway.
Yeah, I'm
According
not
to
quite
the-
sure, the parcel, it's got a PIN number there, but
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
quite
I
sure.
didn't look it up, but, you know, they want to make sure that it's okay with the township that they erect this building. It is, permit for a veterinarian clinic and an animal hospital, a variance for building enclosures, animal run, exercise areas, the setback from 500 feet to 2 feet from all our zone lots. Then it goes on to the other variances that they're asking for. I guess I can email it to the trustees if
When
you
is the
want any
public hearing?
comments. I'm sorry,
When is the public hearing?
October 6th.
October 6th.
Yes. October 6th at 6:30 p.m. They asked that any comments be given a week before the scheduled hearing. So, like I said, I can email this to the trustees if you have any comments that you'd like to make for that.
All right.
Okay?
Anything else? Anything board? Comments? Questions? Hearing none, I will get a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
A motion by Bart Blaine,
I'll second it.
second by Greg Pickett. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you everybody for taking your time out tonight and for showing up. You all enjoy the meeting. And stay safe.
I don't know, I think, no, that's the county board meeting.
No, that is a planning and zoning meeting
Yeah.
at the county, which is at night.
That's 6:30.
Thank you.